Tesla is looking to BYD for extra battery supply. June 19, 2022. As a move for Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory to continue trying to meet electric vehicle demand. The company will apparently get some of its batteries from a fellow automaker in China. BYD, which makes both gas and electric vehicles, also unveiled a less bulky blade battery for EVs in 2020. And Tesla has officially added him to its list of suppliers. Warren Buffett-backed automaker BYD is preparing to supply Tesla with EV batteries very soon. According to statements from a senior executive reported by Reuters. The statement was made on China's state media to anchor Lian Yubo. And confirms earlier reports of talks between the two companies. We are now good friends with Elon Musk because we are preparing to supply batteries to Tesla very soon. Said BYD Vice President Lian Yubo to state media's Kui Yingchen. BYD's Blade battery is a lithium iron phosphate battery with a smaller overall build than Tesla's current batteries. The automaker said that around half of its cars made in the first quarter of this year were LFP batteries, which are generally cheaper than the nickel and cobalt cells more commonly used throughout many Western countries. Tesla receives most of its nickel and cobalt battery cells from Panasonic, which has a cell production line at Tesla's Nevada location, and LG Energy Solutions, which is based in South Korea. Rumors held that BYD and Tesla were talking about a battery supply relationship as early as last year. Though this is the first time a company spokesperson announced the deal. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory currently gets its electric vehicle batteries from CATL, which is also the world's largest EV battery manufacturer. The partnership will make BYD Tesla's second supplier of LFP batteries at Giga Shanghai. In addition to being smaller, BYD chairman Wang Quanfu says the Blade battery is also safer and less likely than other alternatives in the market to catch on fire. This problem has been a general concern for consumers looking to switch to EVs, but it has also plagued a few automakers. Chevy, for one, which had to recall every Chevy Bolt EV ever made last year due to potential fire risks. EV development is in its infancy. And while fire risk remains a factor, it could become increasingly irrelevant as new designs offer safer alternatives, like BYD's Blade battery. With the burgeoning EV industry, demand for zero-emission vehicles is at an all-time high. And that trend is only expected to increase in the coming years as legacy auto follows suit with Tesla. However, high vehicle demand means supply will need to keep up. And Tesla's move to work with BYD for battery supply just shows that the automaker needs every battery cell it can get its hands on right now. Source reposted and summarized from Zachary Visconti at Avanex. My take: BYD is one of the few other cars companies that has their act together. Tesla Giga Berlin celebrates a milestone. June 19, 2022. Tesla Giga Berlin celebrated a significant milestone this week. The factory in Germany reached a production capacity of 1,000 Model Ys per week, which is a great start. After the launch of the battery line, the production capacity of Giga Berlin should increase significantly. The grand opening of Giga Berlin took place on March 22, 2022, just under 3 months ago. Under the scrutiny of regulators, the company launched one-shift production that has built thousands of vehicles thus far. As of mid-April, Giga Berlin was producing about 350 Model Ys per week, but has improved significantly since it introduced a second work shift. On May 20, the factory started working in 2 shifts, but was unable to quickly ramp up production due to problems with the supply of parts from China, which has been hit by a powerful outbreak of COVID-19, which has closed many manufacturing plants in the country. However, as soon as the situation stabilized, Giga Berlin activated its operations. Last week, in an internal email, Tesla CEO Elon Musk told employees that Giga Berlin's weekly production capacity had reached nearly 1,000 units. Additional efforts earlier this week resulted in a new achievement. Tesla solemnly announced that this week Giga Berlin reached a production capacity of 1,000 Model Ys. This is a significant new milestone for the factory on its way to becoming the driving force behind the company's car distribution in Europe. Source reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: by the end of the year both Berlin and Texas will be firing on all cylinders. Tesla Cybertruck's latest interior updates. June 19, 2022. The Tesla Cybertruck made a guest appearance earlier today at the ceremonial ribbon cutting for the Elkhorn battery energy storage system in Moss Landing. California. Photos and videos of the Cybertruck were shared online. But just like previous sightings of the electric truck, we did not get to see the updated interior. Thankfully, KSBW Action News 8 was on hand at the event and has given us our first look at the Cybertruck's new interior. As expected for what we believe is an alpha build, the fit and finish is nothing close to what we should expect to see in the production version. But it does give us a good idea of what to expect in terms of design. The biggest change is to the Cybertruck's dashboard, which no longer features the white marble finish seen on the original prototype, with Tesla instead opting for a more traditional look and feel. We also get to see the secondary display behind the yoke steering wheel, like what is found on the Model S and Model X. This Cybertruck also has slightly different pedals that are more squared off than what it currently uses. And the driver's seat does not have the controls for lumbar support. Although this is likely to cut costs on the pre-production units and will be added for the production version. Another interesting but not unsurprising discovery with these pictures is that Tesla has not developed a working version of their software for the Cybertruck. Looking closely at the center display, we can see they are using the software for the Model X with an image of rear of the vehicle and the controls to open the doors and trunk. This could indicate the Cybertruck might also come with automatic doors. Hopefully, with these photos now out in the wild, we will see more in the future. And perhaps even a video tour of the inside. Source reposted and summarized from Darren John at Drive Tesla Canada. My take: the Cybertruck will be an awesome addition to the Tesla fleet. Look out F-150. Elon Musk's management style is definitely direct. June 19, 2022. Nailing down the management style of SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk is no easy task, especially with how far it strays from traditional approaches. Clearly, Musk's desire for the free flow of information and direct communication in the company is essential, and holding to old wave practices like the chain of command, Musk says, slows down the entire process. Musk's management style can be described as direct, for one, and opposed to the chain of command, with him even issuing a warning against the practice to some employees in 2018. As detailed in a report from Inc.com. Importantly, Musk believes information should travel in any direction and across levels, no matter what your title, rank or position. Musk has even gone so far as to say that those that enforce the chain of command will find themselves working elsewhere, emphasizing how seriously he takes the issue. Communication should travel via the shortest path necessary to get the job done, not through the chain of command. Any manager who attempts to enforce chain of command communication will soon find themselves working elsewhere, said Musk in the 2018 email to employees. The reasoning behind the non-traditional approach largely comes back to one thing: the time it takes for information to travel normally across levels of a company. Ultimately, the direct approach, as Musk explains in the email, is the most efficient and productive. As a bonus, this approach also lets employees across departments have autonomy in the workplace, which benefits personal motivation. It also gives those on the front line of a problem the right to speak out when problems need to be addressed immediately, in order to improve production workflow. Source reposted and summarized from Zachary Visconti at Ivanex. My take: most companies have too many levels of management, too many stupid meetings and too much red tape.